What the heck is going on, everyone? It's your guy, Hector or Coke, and we're back at it like a crack addict. And today, we're on another episode of the Background podcast. I don't even know what number episode we're on right now, but we'll put it in the title. And today, 56. We're here. Yeah, right? 3,407. But yeah, today, we're here with a very special guest. He's my neighbor. He's Apollo's dog trainer. And he's a cool musician with a super cool story behind his persona. I'll let you introduce yourself.
My name is Isaac, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in.
Isaac.
You know, me and this guy, we got a lot in common.
We do, yup. Mm-hmm.
Became his neighbor like 5 years ago. I moved out here like 2020. Obviously, we won't disclose any of our locations.
Yep,
but
nope.
We live in Illinois, close to Chicago. We could say that, right?
Yep.
That's cool. But yeah, you know, I growing up, man, I lived in Chicago growing up, and then towards like the north side, like the Lake Shore, and then my family, we moved out to like Palos Hills area, Hickory Hills area. Lived out there like all of my childhood, and then high school, I moved out closer to sort of going toward this area. We're trying to get out of. First of all, we try to get out of Cook County pretty much because Cook County's taxes are like
crazy, out of this world.
It's bad. So we slowly moved out into like Will County. Now we're in Kendall County, right?
Yup.
So now we're in Kendall County. So I moved out here like 5 years ago. So we got a house out here, which is something we always wanted. We always wanted a house because we always lived in apartments and it sucked. Especially living in the city, man. Like living in the city, like oh man, do you deal with like all kinds of different things. I hated living in the city. I don't like going to the city at all. Like I like staying in the suburbs where it's nice, peaceful,
you have
solitude,
your space.
And yeah, dude.
Yeah, I feel like
I hate all that ruckus, dude. Even if I drive, I never like driving in Chicago ever, dude. I always try to avoid it, man.
Oh, it's hectic.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I feel like when you live in the city, it's like almost sardines in a can. Everyone's just so close together and all up in your business, and you can look to your left and see what's going on in your neighbor's like window, and it's like, dang, at least over here we have
their
space.
Window. And like even my friend, like he lives in the city, like he loves like the city life, but like some people do, some people don't. But like, dude, like you'll be in an apartment sandwiched with like this person, this neighbor. It's like you can't be too loud. Dude, like, I'm glad I live in the house now, man. Like, I can be loud.
Yep, blast your music.
Blast my music, dude. Blast anything, dude, honestly. Yeah,
and I feel like us living out here, it's kind of easy to overlook how privileged we are. Because you could just walk outside and you could walk towards the park or you could walk down the street. And you're safe, you're good. But, like, people in certain neighborhoods, like, they can't do that. Like, for example, my father, I won't go too much into him.
Right.
But, like, when he was younger, he lived in bad neighborhoods and he couldn't even go on walks because there'd be like shootings or whatever, you know? So it's like, it's different out here.
Yeah.
Better.
Oh, yeah. Chicago is a very like segregated city. Chicago, like you can go like 10 blocks down the wrong neighborhood, you know, and
yeah, they'll be like, what hood you from?
Yeah.
I was like, oh shoot, dude. I just got these shoes.
And then there's some neighborhoods that look good and you don't know if they're ghetto or if they're a peaceful neighborhood, but yeah, dude. So yeah, I mean pretty much, man, yeah. So I lived in the city most of my life and then moved out in the suburbs around like the 2010s and shit, man. Now I'm here, man, living out farther out, you know.
There you go.
Away from the city, man. Yeah.
And I feel like there's more opportunity to like find yourself and kind of do that inner work here because it's so much closer to nature and quieter and not as chaotic.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And then also too, so when so I'm a dog trainer, right? We'll say PetSmart.
Yeah.
So before I was a dog trainer, I was a welder.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
I used to be when I turned 18, I got out of high school. I had everyone telling me, man, why don't you go into the trades? Why don't you become like a painter, carpenter, welder? And I was like, I watched a YouTube video on different trades, right? To see what looks interesting. And then I came across this one underwater welder.
Oh, wow.
And it looked dope. It honestly looked sick. Like the way he the tin on, and then he started welding.
Oh yeah.
But that's one of the top 10 most dangerous jobs. Actually, is underwater welding.
Whoa.
Like
I mean, you could drown.
dude.
I'm sure.
Like, they make like $250,000 a year, but you gotta go to California to get like scuba lessons for like a year, and then you gotta be a good welder, of course, because like the water's always moving as you're welding, you know.
Yeah. Wow.
So
it's like a whole layer of complexity.
So that made me want to become a welder right out of high school. 'Cause I thought it looks cool, you know. But then I got into welding, and I was like, man, dude, like I was welding tow trucks. I was getting down and dirty. Like and then like during like COVID, like we were so busy out because like everyone was just at home during COVID. Everyone was just at home, and I'm just driving down I-90 with my coworker.
Okay.
And it's just dead, you know. We're just the only ones working, dude. It was crazy. It was nice to like that we had no traffic. But during that time, during like 2020, 2021, I quit welding. I was like, dude, this ain't for me, dude. Like I just don't like the heavy work. Why keep my body for a pay that I can get somewhere else, dude? You know. So during like 2021, I was looking in different careers, you know, and then my mom was like, hey, like why don't you think about like working in like with dogs and stuff? I was like, okay. So I was like, all right, let me so I'm looking at dog training. So then what I did was in 2021, I got certified with Animal Behavior College, which is an online course, and then I took classes. I was training under multiple trainers, and then I was doing that, and I was training on the side and stuff, and then I landed the job at PetSmart, and yeah, man. So now I've been with PetSmart since, you know. Yeah. Training at multiple stores and just helping out people with their dogs, man. Like, because a lot of people, let's face it, man, a lot of people, they don't know what they're doing when it comes to like working with dogs. Very like true. There's a psychology behind the dog, you know. There's all kinds of different things that people don't realize, like different subconscious cues that you're giving off that triggers your dog to do certain things that you don't realize, you know. And then that's why you go to a trainer, you know. But there's sometimes I get some cases where it's too crazy where I say, hey, like, it's not worth my pay, it's not worth my time, so I send them out to a dog behavioralist. So a dog behavioralist works on like the behavior of the dog, right? Like I just mainly just do the training part. Like, yeah, I do some psychology and like tell people what to do, and why your dog does this. But it's mainly, you know, if it's too big of an issue, I send them out to dog behavioralists, man.
Oh wow, so that's kind of like dog therapy is what it sounds like.
Well, dog therapy is, we certify dogs in dog therapy. Dog therapy, like, you know, for a dog to be certified in dog therapy, the dog has two big things. The dog has to listen, and the dog has to have a calm temperament. So those are the two big things. Okay,
that's what you look for.
That's what you
when
look
qualifying
for.
a dog.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then on top of that, I trained their dog like back in the summertime. Yeah.
Yes. We have a video out where he actually participated in helping us train Apollo.
Go check that video if you didn't see it. It was like maybe like what, 3-4 months ago?
I think so.
Day in the life. His first day at school.
First day of school. Yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
That was a good experience. You're a good teacher. We had other classmates.
I try my best, man. So this is his. So you got two dogs. I'm sure the fans know, right? How many dogs you got? So you got two golden. You got a golden doodle, and Apollo is he's
an Aussie doodle mix. I like to say.
Mix, yeah. Yep. So like I know you talk. So if you guys watch the channel, a couple episodes ago, I watched the video. You talked about how he did the school.
Yeah. I was saying I was in the Giselle podcast, and I was saying how like I give him a C, cause like I feel like when he first started going there, like the first 3 classes, he was like nailing them pretty good. And then once we got to the lie down part, I think that was like week 4 or week 5.
Yeah, week 4.
That's when he started to kind of like fold under the pressure and crumble a little bit. And then he had the issues where he was like pooing and peeing, and you were saying that's more of like a confidence thing.
Yeah. So some dogs they do that because they're trying to alert all the other dogs that they're here. You know, that they're in the vicinity, like they're around. You know, it's kind of like marking too. So marking is when a dog marks his territory, right? Because dogs were deprived from wolves, right? And then when the wolf walks around out in nature and he comes across a new scent, you know, he smells it, then he'll mark his territory. He'll pee on it or poo on it, right? You know, to let the last to let the next animal know, hey, I'm in the area, you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's marking. Yeah,
It's like
so,
primitive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so yeah, marking. Yeah, marking doesn't, for dogs, it doesn't get fixed. It's a tough one because you got to tackle it on soon, you know.
Yeah, and we got him when he was already 4, you know. So I feel like his ways, he's already kind of set.
How old is he now?
He's 4 still, I think. Yep. He's gonna
Wait,
be.
when did you get him?
We got him like the beginning of this year, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Because I always knew you had the other dog, you know. I always see you walking down the
We
street.
had her since she was a puppy.
And those dogs, man, golden doodles, man, they're high energy.
Oh yeah.
Because they get that high energy from the golden retriever part of them, you know. So
Yes.
they're just high energy, man.
Yeah.
Some people make the mistake of, okay, like, oh, I get, you know, they do the research, say what dogs are smart to train, but people look, oh, the poodle side, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're smart to train,
intelligent.
but when you start mixing different breeds, man, it's just like a ball of energy, man. They're just
Dang.
crazy, dude. You gotta learn. You just gotta get them refocused, and you gotta be consistent when you train them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's so funny because whenever we train Apollo, we train Kyrie as well to keep her,
Right,
refreshed.
exactly.
And when we do the tricks, we'll be like, Kyrie, we'll have her do it first, and then she'll do it easy. And then Apollo, he'll like try to do the trick and he won't get it right away, and she'll do sounds like, oh, like, are you serious? Just like do it this way, and she's trying to help him.
Yeah, if any, like your dog too, like if he sneezes, like that means he's getting frustrated.
Yeah,
you know?
uh-huh.
If he does it, you know, he's just frustrated, you know. So,
She'll be like, it's that simple, just do it like this, and he's just still like, huh? What? And then
Yeah,
she'll just
man.
make little grunts and sounds like that.
so I would say Apollo,
From your experience.
from my
yep.
experience, if I had to, if you want me to rate him,
Yeah, go
What he
ahead.
did?
Tell about your
Give me a
experience.
number, 1 to 10. Or,
Yeah, go ahead.
Or, what, A to F or what?
1 to 10. Yep.
1 to 10.
You won't hurt our feelings.
A 6. Yeah,
A
I'd say
6?
6.
Okay,
yeah,
yep,
6
yep.
Well, the thing is too, man. Some dogs, they just hate doing certain commands. Like down for him, he just, man. Yeah, some dogs, they just don't like doing certain commands. That one was a tough one for him, you know.
Yep.
That one's a tough one for him, but I'd say he was doing good. Yeah, the first like 3 or 4. It just some dogs it just takes longer, you know. But what I try to do in my classes is I try to tell people, hey, like, because I tell people in the beginning of the class, like, there's a graduation test at the end of the class, so that way it makes people want to work harder for it. Because I give people the idea of you might fail or you might not pass, you know.
True. To like make them like, oh, we gotta practice.
Yeah, because
we
at
gotta train.
PetSmart, you have to pass them, obviously, you know. But I give people the impression that no, you might not pass. So that way
You're like, oh,
people-
we gotta lock in.
So that way people like, and it works. Because I don't want to. Here's the thing, like, I get fed up when some people they give up on the class or they're not motivated. But it's kind of lighting that fire under their ass. Like, hey,
Yeah.
like your dog might not pass.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
people are like they practice.
Yeah.
I started doing that trick and that made a big difference.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude.
That's so funny. Yeah, I
made a
remember the
big
days
difference.
before his test. We were like, "Did you train with him?" Like Isaac's class is coming up. He has a test. We're just like, we gotta do it.
But what I do is and I'm honest with people. I tell them like, hey, he still needs to work on this or that, this,
Yep.
that, and the third. But you can take the class and get it for free.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
And so it's either way, it's a win-win. I feel like, you know, for people.
There we go.
Plus, like, you know, just getting them out the house, like get them socialized, getting the dogs. And what sucks is like where we're at, it's wintertime, so it's gonna be tougher for us to do stuff with them. So you gotta start doing like different like mental stimulation games and different like teach them tricks. You know, teach them like. We teach like in our tricks class. We teach them bang.
Oh wow.
Like,
And
drop
then they
dead.
like, okay.
We
that's
teach them.
funny.
We teach them to say your prayers.
That's cool.
We teach them be ashamed or who farted.
They do that with their paw.
Yeah, you put a post-it note on their nose. They hit it off, and then you say who farted. and then everything.
like-
yeah, or a lot of people like to do be ashamed because whenever the dog's being bad, they'll be like, Apollo, be ashamed, and then Apollo go like this.
That's so funny. I didn't
Yeah,
know you
man.
could do all that with your dog.
Dude, yeah, you could do it. Yeah, man. Some people underestimate what you could do, man. Like, and I do other stuff like brain games where we teach them colors.
Okay.
Like 'cause dogs mainly see yellow or blue.
Okay.
So yeah, because they mainly see yellow. Like for example, like we look at like a color sheet. We don't see the ultraviolet light, you know.
Yep.
but like an animal, like some insects do, right? But yeah, like they see a lot of this mainly yellow or blue. They don't see red. They don't see green.
Yellow or blue. Wow.
Yeah. And we teach them how to read. I teach them how to read.
What? You teach your dog how to read?
Yeah, you teach them, like, you have a laminated word of sit. You'll tell them to sit, and then you'll teach them. Yeah, you'll teach them how to do down with the word. You'll teach them spin.
That's
you'll
crazy.
teach them. Yeah, and there's a lot of cool stuff you can teach dogs, man.
I know there's some people, I've spoken to customers, and they'll be like, oh yeah, my dog, we have buttons, and then the buttons say words.
Yeah, so the buttons, so I tell people too sometimes, do it for potty. You know, you want to teach your dog potty, put the button by the door. You can either get a potty bill or the button potty. You'll hit record on it, you'll say potty. You'll put it down, and then you'll just practice with your dog, just sitting down with them, right? Teach them, okay, potty. And then you'll bring it over to the door, the back door, sliding door, wherever door, and then you'll tap on it. They'll tap on it, and then you'll open a door at the same time. So that way they associate the door
with the potty.
Yeah, and then you take them, and then they go out, you know?
Okay, so every time they press it, you kind of just open the door and then close it and then do it again.
Or you just record whatever you want on, just record it, and then teach them any kind of word, you know?
Yeah, teach them swear words.
Yeah.
Just be like, fuck. That's funny.
Yeah, man.
I want to transition into your dog. Your dog's name is Frank.
Yeah, so my dog Frank, he's a pug. He's 9 years old. And a fun fact, we did a DNA test on him. He's related to Doug the pug. So Doug the pug is a famous pug that has like 3 or 4 million followers on Instagram. Been on TV and all that. And they're like the same age. They're like, I think he's like his half brother or something.
Okay, like in the same litter kind of vibe.
They're from the same litter. They're from the same litter. Yeah, of like I think like 8 or 9 pugs or something. But Frank, his Instagram, he has like 11,000 followers.
That's no way. That's so cool.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing though. He's been at 11,000 for like the last like. So I made his Instagram back in like 2020, like during COVID, because I was bored. And then the next year he had like 12,000 or something. But I haven't been like trying to gain him more followers, you know, because what you could do is you can just like follow people and then they'll follow you back, you know.
And they're like,
but also here's the thing with Instagram. Instagram is huge with hashtags. So when I was using hashtags, I would get a lot more people following me. I would use all the hashtags. Like you don't use 30 hashtags. I capitalize on all the pug hashtags and the dog.
You would fill out all 30 all posts.
Dude, yeah, I feel every like I even posted like an hour ago, but like I used to post all the time, but now I post like twice a week, you know. I mean, just to stay consistent, but
true.
But yeah, you know, he used to get like. He has like his one most popular video had like 40,000 views, you know. Okay, whoa. Yeah, and he was just sitting in the middle of the floor, and my mom's trying to vacuum. And he's just sitting there, just trying to vacuum. But it's funny. It's funny and cute, you know. He used to get like thousands of likes. Wow. Know? His Instagram was popping, but now he's got like 11,000 right now. Okay. He's been at 11,000 for a couple years.
Dang, a Frank TV show coming soon.
That'd be nice. That'd be get paid doing that. No, that'd be sweet, man.
Kind of like a Bluey or like a Blue's Clues, but with Frank.
I haven't heard of. I've heard of Bluey. What's that? Is that like the new Blue's Clues or something?
So it's this family of dogs. I'm not sure what kind of dogs. Do you know?
Like Australian. I don't know, Australian.
Yeah,
Australian
I'm sure if I show you, you'll be able to pick it up. But it's a family of dogs, and it's the dad, the mom, and the 2 little girls. And the show is basically just about like their family, the household, the imagination of the 2 little girl dogs, and there's like a lot of dog jokes because you know they're dogs.
Yeah, right. Right,
so they'll be like, "Oh, you ready to go get dinner?" And they'll just be like licking their bowl or whatever, and cute moments, you know. It's just like reminds me of those PBS Kids like Channel 11 shows.
I think Blue's Clues is still around, dude. Man.
Is he? I'm not sure.
I think they keep changing their host or whatever.
The animation, I'm sure
they
as
keep
well.
Changing whoever the narrator is or whatever, the guy that sits in the chair.
I remember one was like Steve. I think his name
was the original guy. That was when I was a kid, because I'm 30 now, so I was born in 95, so yeah, I was watching that shit when I was 5. Man, I remember when the first SpongeBob cartoon or episode came on, bro, back in '99.
Whoa,
dude. Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
I think it's cool for Bluey because they use a lot of blue and yellow colors. So that's
Oh
also-
yeah, okay. I see. I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah,
so that's why.
that's
Yeah,
also why
yeah, because they can. Yeah.
Yeah, they can enjoy it as well. I've had moments where I'm just sitting on that couch and I have Apollo and Kyrie and we're all just watching Bluey together. And they're like actually paying attention to it, watching it.
Yeah, like for example, like fun fact, like whenever I pull, like my car's all black, so whenever I pull into my driveway, my dog still barks
Okay.
because he doesn't know
Who it is, yeah.
he can't identify it, you know.
Because he can't see the color.
He can't see the color.
Could be any
yeah.
color.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Cool. I want to transition away from pets a little bit and I want to talk about music more.
For sure, man.
So I'm just going to throw the umbrella term of music at you and then you
this
just
is gonna be an
pick it up.
right here, man.
Yeah.
That's what Hector's actually looking for.
Yeah, This was just the foreplay to get to the actual main topic, the bread and butter.
So, so let's start from the very beginning. So
Yep. How did you get into it? Yep.
So when I first said earlier about I was in welding, right? So when I went to school for welding, there was this. I was in just one random day. I was in class, and this one guy, he was like, "Hey," he yelled out loud. He's like, "Hey, who wants to buy my guitar?" I was like, "Oh shit, me! I'll buy it." I
Yo.
was like, "How much you challenge?" He's like, $180. I was like, I'll give you the guitar and the amp, you know, and a couple picks. I was like, all right. So he dropped it off at my house and I bought it. This was 2017, so I was 21 years old, and then that's literally how I started getting into music. So at the time, my car was like, I didn't have a car because I was still saving up for another car, but my car broke down and stuff, so I was stuck in the house for months, just like, well, my mom had to take me to work and stuff, but I had a lot of time on my hands, dude. And here's the thing, when it comes to music, you gotta devote time to it. You gotta be able to devote at least, like, I'd say 15-30 minutes. Start off, like, you don't go for, like, you're not gonna know what you're doing at first, right? So
Yo.
as long as you can start off putting in some little effort, and then as you get better with music, you can keep starting playing more and more songs, and then before you know it, you're just jamming forever, you know.
Yep. The
But
whole day just jamming.
yeah, so I started in 2017. I first picked my guitar is my first instrument, and what's funny was I didn't know I'd hit it. I didn't know I had to press down. I didn't know I had to press down on the strings. That's how clueless I was.
Yeah,
so for the
okay.
first 3 weeks, I did not know how I had to press. 3 weeks later, I pressed down the strings like, oh, that's how I do a note.
It's like, whoa, it made a whole different sound.
I was so pissed, dude. I'm like looking at this damn thing, I'm like, what do I do, man?
Yeah,
You know? And then, so I was practicing for years, and then I started getting into other instruments like synthesizers.
Okay, that's like pianos or what?
So a synthesizer is, so think of like electronic piano is so pretty much a synthesizer, there's knobs on it to synthesize the sound, right? So on an electronic piano, it's called electronic piano. You cannot change the sound, or there's different knobs that.
Okay.
This might go over people's heads. Even a lot of musicians, like all the guys in my bands, like they're like, hey, I was like, you're on your own when it comes to this synth stuff, man.
Yo, okay.
That stuff is hard, man. That stuff is really hard to get into. I even still am learning. It's almost, you gotta be like a goddamn like scientist to know how to use this shit, man.
Like an alchemist.
It's really hard. Synthesizers are hard to use. They're not. They don't come overnight. You can buy beginner ones that are like really cheap, but I went straight to just buying pro instruments right away. You know?
Yep.
Like my first synthesizer was $3,000.
Whoa, quite the
Yeah,
investment.
I was like, hey, all or nothing, dude. Because I told myself, like, I'm like, dude, I'm liking this. I'm liking music. Like, I'm like, all right, well, because my first guitar was cheap, but now I'm just like, all right, I'm going all in, dude. Like, honestly, like, whatever you do, like, it's gotta be all or nothing. Because why if you're gonna half-ass it, like, go do something else. Like, if you really don't like it, why are you doing it? You know?
Yeah, it's like forcing it.
So then later on, I bought a bass just to, try out bass. I gave up. It's kind of cliche. This is cliche, but it's true when people say, hey, like you find that one instrument you gravitate to the most. Whether it's singing, whether it's playing a bass, playing a guitar, playing a keyboard, drums, whatever it is, like you eventually gravitate to one of them. Cause I tried guitar, keyboards, synthesizers, and what was the other one? Bass, you know. And I liked the keyboards the most. I just like the way I can make different sounds. Like I like making a lot of like. My personal favorite music to make is probably ambient music.
Ooh,
you know,
I love that.
Because it's very like soothing, you know. Like very like ethereal. I like to make really like ethereal kind of music.
Yeah.
But in the live setting, I play some of it, but it's kind of when it comes to playing live though, you want to play more like upbeat stuff. So what I did a year ago was I bought a drum machine.
Okay.
To make beats on, you know.
I'm familiar with that, yo.
Yeah, so a drum machine, and my drum machine was $2,000. Like I said, I go all out. It's all or nothing.
It's like $5,000 worth of equipment right here.
So by the way, so I play in 3 bands. So my first band. So I want to tell you a story about my first band. So my first band, they're pretty well known. We've like back in August, we played in front of 2,500 people.
Nice.
You know, and then we had another show we played in front of like 1,500 or whatever. But I'll get to that, but when I had my first show with these guys, it was 2021, like around this time, so like 4 years ago. So I've been my first band for 4 years now, and what was funny was I've known these guys for a while, right? But what was crazy was the guitar player, he reached out to me to join the band.
Oh,
so
nice.
Most of the time, people. You have to reach out to people, right?
Yo,
but
true.
This is one time where I got reached out to. So they said, hey, like he reached out to me and said, hey, like, would you like to play the next show with us? Play a couple keyboard solos because we don't have any synthesizers to play some of the parts in, you know, for some of the songs. And he knew I got it because the thing was that the reason why he knew about me was because we're both in the same Facebook group.
Ooh, there you go.
Know? So he saw my gear, so I posted my gear up there, right? He saw my whole rig. He's like, oh, dude, like. He said that when he saw my rig, he's like, it was no brainer. I was like, and you live in the area?
Yeah,
He's like, dude, I'm hitting you up. Like, so I was nervous actually. My first show, I didn't go to. I came up with an excuse.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
He was like, I didn't tell him that obviously, and he was like, he's like, oh, no worries, man. Like, if you can't make it, we'll get you in the next time, you know.
Okay, I gave you another chance.
So then the next time. For like a month straight, I was nervous because like here's the thing, like when you perform in front of people, you get that performance anxiety, you get that fight or flight, like your throat starts to dry up.
Yo, it's now or never. Yo,
you get nervous, right? But then after like, and then here's another thing too, when you start to play after like the first song or two, like you're good, like the adrenaline wears off, the body realizes, okay, there's no danger, you know. Because you know there's no danger, but your body still is very primal. It thinks that there's danger, you know.
So it wants to put you in your comfort zone.
Exactly right. It wants to put you in the comfort zone. So then you get nervous. Sometimes I still get nervous. Like I get like when I played in front of like 2,600 people back in August, I was nervous.
Yep.
You know, because like each time I play in front of a big crowd, it gets more and more nerve wracking because now it's another level up. You know, and like I always had goals in my head of. Like, okay, I want to play in front of this many people, and I still have goals. Obviously, we all still have goals, but my first show ever with them, my first show ever was 300 people. I never played in front of 20 people.
Oh wow,
100 people ever. My first show was 100, and I was nervous, but I did it.
Yeah,
and
you did it.
You had to prevail, you know. So yeah, man, that's
I feel like that's a really amplified example of the fight or flight, cause like. Yeah. When your first show, it's like that many people, you're really like, oh shit, like the nerves are 10
right,
times.
Right, because like I'm on the side of the stage, and I'm looking through the curtains, peeking to see like how many people out there. Okay, it's 100 more, and then 100 more, and then 100 more. I'm just over here trying to drink water. I'm like, why am I getting so thirsty?
You're like, we're about to go in 2 minutes. Like, oh shit, I gotta piss now.
And that's like the most nerve-wracking thing ever. Is when like everyone starts telling you, okay, you guys ready? Like we're backstage in the green room, like you guys ready? Because we're about to go on, you know?
Yeah, just the build up to it.
The build up, yeah, and like it was always there was a point where I hated going to shows because of that reason.
Yeah.
Because I get nervous. I would get nervous, but you eventually get over it eventually. But I still feel like, here's the thing. So like my 2 bands, they're tribute bands. One's a Tool tribute, so it's like hard rock, and the other one's a Deftones tribute.
Ooh.
But let's face it, playing in like cover bands or doing play other people's music like is gonna sell quicker than original music because it's tough to be an original artist. But so I'm not even nervous in those bands anymore. I'm nervous in my solo project. So my solo project, my name is Pyramid Skeme, and I wear a mask, and I have a whole lore behind my identity.
Ooh, there you
But
go.
the thing is, when I go do that, I get even more nervous doing that because now I feel like in my head like people judge my music because they know the other music that I play in the other bands, right?
Okay, yo.
But if I was making a new song, it's like, how are people gonna feel about it?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I want you guys to know the perspective of like a musician, how I feel versus like when you guys are just in the crowd listening to the music, right? This is what goes through our heads. So, and on top of that, like my whole outfit and like paint in my face, I shade my face and all that. That gets me more nervous, actually.
Really?
So then when I go on stage, because like you go into like the zone, and then I get even more nervous wearing a mask. Some people say, oh, I would be nervous not wearing a mask. No, I get more nervous wearing a mask.
Yeah, because it's like,
you
wow,
feel like
now
you're being
everyone's
judged.
really looking at me.
Yeah, because and then and it's funny because like and here's the thing, we gotta do whatever it takes to make it in music. You know, you got not especially nowadays. So like I get people to run up to me and they start taking photos of me while I'm playing. You know.
Yup. Yeah.
I like to do like in my set. I like to play guitar for like a song or two, just to like break up like the playing all the drum beats and like playing all the melodies
phase.
and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, people run up to me, they take photos of me, and all that.
Yeah.
When I wasn't wearing a mask, no one really cared. Now that I put a mask on, now more people care now. But and like I've had some people tell me like, who else in Chicago is really wearing a mask like that or have that kind of outfit? Some people they'll wear like a quick little mask or something, but like a whole outfit,
Yeah.
And like that's the thing, like when you dress up like that, then the way you look, now you gotta bring it with the music,
Yo, because it's like you have the aura.
Yeah, you have.
It's
the
like
aura,
you have to have the
so now you
actions
gotta match
to match
that.
the
So
words.
now you gotta match that, and you have to just go up there and try your best, man, and you have to keep figuring out like and take constructive criticism. Some people say, "Oh my God, it's great." I like when people tell me what I need to work on or hey, tell me this, tell me that, and then that way I can, because the problem with being in the music industry is everyone always tells you you're good. Everyone always tells you, hey,
that was fire.
Yeah, exactly.
That was good, yeah.
But and like I get it, people don't want to insult, but if people can like, if someone says it in like a good way, like if you ask someone, then it's different if someone like gives you like unsolicited advice, and I've had that where people walk up to me, hey, like why'd you do that? But then I'm like, all right, fuck you then,
Yeah,
But if you're asking someone like, hey, like how did I do, and then they give you constructive criticism, yeah, man, like
there you go. It's like you're asking for it.
Right, yeah, exactly, right. So
yeah. And I feel like you could tell when it's like actual genuine criticism where they're trying to help you grow versus where they're just trying to tear you down and
like
talk shit.
And like I like to say like, okay, like I tell myself, oh my God, what are they doing,
Exactly, yep.
What are they doing, like they're, first of all, you came to my show. I had this one guy, he was like, if he asked me some stupid ass question, then I was like, he's like something about what I did on stage. Like I told him, I was like, well, it's my stage.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
It's my stage. That's what I said to him, So
there you go. You gotta shut down the hecklers.
Yeah, but like here's another thing I want to bring up too. So when it comes to like it's tough to make it in music nowadays. I firmly think that I think what's popular now is like genre bending. So you go straight from like, I've seen some artists like I like this one band called Sleep Token.
Okay.
Like I love them. Like they go from I've never seen a band go from like hard rock to like straight like hip hop rap. They do that all in one song, I'm just like, all right, this is like, and they blew up, like they made it, and it's hard to make it in the band. Like I know nowadays more of the young kids, they like the rap and all that. I personally don't like rap, but I don't have time for that. But
yeah.
I think genre bending is gonna be the future, man, for like at least for bands.
Yeah,
I'm firm about that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of constructive criticism that I've heard in my life when it comes to my music is like, oh, you should not experiment with different genres. You should build your one
man, like I hate
sound.
when people say that, man.
Yeah, you should build your one sound and then just make that your thing 100%. And like my kind of thinking with that is like, yeah, I could be like the master at hip hop and rap, but I feel like me listening to music, if I'm just listening to that all the time, it's gonna get super old. I'm gonna get numb to it. I'm gonna get bored.
It's gonna get redundant. Yeah.
But if I'm listening to an artist and like one song is rap, one song is pop, one song is heavy metal, EDM, whatever, then it's like, ooh, he's like getting me from different angles, you know, different feelings, different emotions.
It's kind of like, do you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yo,
It's kind of like Cell, you know. Cell, he got the best from every different character, right? So then, like, kind of think of that, like, in music. Like, I kind of think of, like, I'm trying to get the best from every different character, you know. Every different style, every different influence. Like, and also too, like him, like, you're a performer too, right? Do you play shows around the area, right?
The Forge is one I go to often.
By the way, I want to quickly shout out. So the Forge. I'm playing at the Forge in my second band, December 19th. Up. So you guys want to come check me out?
Shout out the Forge.
Hopefully, Hector slides through, you know.
Yeah. What day is it?
December 19th.
Okay.
It's Friday.
Okay.
So
I gotta see my schedule.
Yeah. So it's like a couple weeks from now. Yeah. The Forge, the Forge is great, man. The Forge, the sound guy there, he's telling me so many stories about the different rappers that have come through. He told me about. Your fan. I think most of your fans like rap, right? Probably. So he told me about the story about this one rapper called G Herbo, I think his name was. So so the sound engineer is the guy that mixes the sound. He has a big mixing board, and a band will go on stage, or artists will go on stage, and they'll sound check their sounds, and then he'll mix it all into a mixing board, right? Everyone's levels, the drummers this level, the singers at this level. But he told me about G Herbo, that he said this guy, he skipped 2 shows at the Forge, and then he came to the third show, and he came late as hell.
Oh gosh.
And then he said that he was on a mic swallowing the mic. You know, and he said that I told him I was like, man, it must be easy, like sound checking these rappers. He's like, no, dude, I'd rather sound check a full band than sound check a rapper like G Herbo, because this guy swallows the mic, he can't get the levels correctly because he's going like this, you know.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And he said he was just an asshole. He said that and here's another thing too. Since he smokes weed and stuff, he had to pay a bill. I don't know if you knew this. You can pay a bill, but to smoke weed on stage, but you have to pay a bill. I think it's like $2,000 something or something.
Oh, like added on.
So yeah,
bonus.
so these are like behind the scenes stuff that people don't know about, that I know of, because I'm really cool with the guys over at the Forge. Like, they're really great people. It used to be called the Tree. Before it was
the Forge, it was the Tree.
It was called the Tree. In 2017, they changed it to the Forge. Yeah. So guys like that, and he said that when Soulja Boy played there last year, he said that Soulja Boy was the nicest dude, really respectful dude. He wasn't swallowing the mic like G Herbo was.
Yeah. He has better performance.
But that was a great story that he told me about that, because I'm like, dude, like, yeah, that's because, like, I always thought it was easier to, like, sound check rappers.
Yeah, because it seems simpler on paper.
It seems simple, on paper, but some people are just not.
They don't know how to do proper business.
Yeah, they don't know how to do proper business. Like, yeah, you might have your fans and stuff, but, like, and he said too, like, when he didn't show up, everyone was waiting, and everyone started throwing stuff at the stage.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, so, like, I'm surprised they let him come back. I guess because the money, man.
Yep.
I got a lot of stories too about, like, venues trying to screw us over on money.
Yeah.
I've had venue managers, when it's time to cut the check after the show, they always come to you to say who am I cutting the check with, like the singer, the drummer, whoever, and then they'll tell you how many people showed up. And then you'll do like a deal. You'll do like a 60-40, means like the venue gets 40% of the ticket sales, you get 60%, or some people do, like, some venues do 70-30, where you get 70% of ticket sales, but they keep all the drink sales. I wish it'd be nice if we got some of the drink sales too, but that's the deal you make with these venues.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of those deals, how you were just describing them, you kind of, as an artist, you want to be getting the majority. Like you were saying, 60-40, like, you want to make sure you're getting the 60, right, and then they're getting the 40.
But then also, we've had, like I said, I've had some people screw us over and say, hey, like, here's like 3,000, and it's, no, dude, like, we counted, no, it's actually been like 4,500.
Damn.
But then they said, oh, we gave it to the opening act, Like, why didn't you tell us that then, Like,
yeah, shady.
So we've had some,
moves.
and man, dude, I don't know, I'm not gonna plug this. There's one place name. I'll tell you after we're done. But this one guy, he has a restaurant, and he built a stage. It's somewhere in Chicago. He built a stage in a different building, and this guy he screwed every band the last year, and all the guys I know from all the other bands that I know of in the Midwest, they all just spat on his name, dude, and he deserved it. This guy, like, he's a millionaire. He's got these multiple restaurants, you know, but he screwed all of us over in all the bands that played at his place the last year and a half. Yeah, dude. So hopefully no other bands are gonna be going to his place.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So it's a dirty game out there. It's just when it comes to money, man, it's just business, you know.
Yeah.
Some people so when you play shows, you gotta make sure you're getting paid the right amount. Know what your deal is. Know how many people showed up. You know. So.
Even if you got to put it in your notes.
Yeah.
You know, kind of keep track of it. Who's doing what.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, receipts. You know, it's like contracts.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure you're reading it. You got to make sure, like, the rules, the policies, you know.
No.
Get a lawyer to look over
Hector
it.
doesn't know this, but I got a question for you.
Yeah, of course.
So what was your inspiration behind the name Whisper the Coke God?
Whisper the Coke God?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Whisper the Coke God, I feel like the name has evolved in meaning over the years.
Okay.
Like, if I go way back, before I was Whisper the Coke God, I was just Whisper. And I got that name because that's the name of a tattoo artist who tattooed my mom. And, you know, obviously I feel like I'm a family person. My mom is super close to me and vice versa. And I just thought that was like a cool story, a cool nickname. So I knew in high school I wanted to do rap and I needed a rap name. So I was like, oh, what sounds cool? Whisper, right?
Yeah.
And then the Coke God, I got it from like the origin story of the movie Scarface. You know, so I was like, ooh, like Scarface is so good. I love Tony Montana as a character. I love his grind.
Yeah.
Whisper the Coke God, right?
Yeah.
But then when I was getting older, I was like, like, I kind of want to evolve the name. And then I realized, like, oh, without even thinking about it when I made the name, it kind of just made sense around me. Like, a lot of my parents, my grandpa, my mom, my stepdad, they all worked at Coca-Cola, like the factory. So they would constantly bring home, like, decor and drinks, and just the imagery was always everywhere around me.
So that's where the Coke and
so that's what it kind of transitioned onto. It's like it started as Scarface.
I'll be honest, man, because I thought it was about like cocaine.
But nowadays it transitioned off of that because I don't want to get like sued by Coca-Cola or whatever. So I decided to make it an acronym. So nowadays it's Coke as an acronym, and it stands for Creator of Kindness Everywhere. So it's like more of like a positive kind of nature. That's kind of like my my vibe that I'm kind of trying to present with the brand, you know, but also doing music and YouTube and adding my own personality to it.
Yeah. No, yeah, like I said, going back to like my artist, like Pyramid Scheme. I came up with a name 2 years ago. I was trying to think of different things that no one has really touched on in music, you know, because like I said, you gotta really think outside the box. So, and you gotta really figure out what sells. So, like, you know, Greek mythology and Egyptian mythology, and I was thinking like well, you're an artist, like it can be anything, like it can be fun, it can be fantasy, it can be a fictional character, but like I was like, all right, let me have fun with this. Let me just not just go on stage and just, all right, like I just wear a mask or like I'm building the character behind it, and I think it's really sick, you know, to do that, because I'm like, who else does that, you know? Like, yeah, some people might have some people have like, you know, surface level meanings, or some people go deeper in their meanings, but I'm basing my character off like the Egyptian mythology, you know? Like, he's like a warrior and he's trying to make his way up in the music industry. But I'm not anonymous because I can't afford to be anonymous. Because that's the thing. Like you gotta take your opportunity. So if my bands say, hey, like you can open for us, well, no, everyone's gonna know it's me when I go back to some. It's funny because some people don't know it's me.
Really?
Yeah. Some
It's
people
like,
still
wait,
know.
you and you
I went
are
back
not
to
in
the same keyboard.
room.
I went back to the same keyboard. You didn't know it was me.
That's so funny.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're like, now that I think about it, I've never seen Isaac and Pyramid Scheme in the same room. Boom.
I've had this one guy who's like, he's like, come on, man, take the mask off. We know it's you. Because he came backstage to the green room and he was like, yeah, that's what he said. I was like, nah, man, you don't get it, man. It's not. I told him, I was like, look, it's about, doing whatever it takes to make it, man. Like this is the toughest industry in the world, is music industry. I can't tell me something tougher. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, man. No,
Leave
so I
in
mean
the comments.
yeah, leave that in the comments. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, that's like I said, there's a lot to say about music, man. But yeah, that's pretty much like where I'm at, man. You know,
There you go.
You gotta just keep finding different ways to make it and keep trying to prevail.
Yeah, and then I know sometimes at work you'll show me like different concept designs to your mask, like this one's this color palette.
Yeah,
this
right.
palette.
Yeah, and I took chances because I reached out to a Facebook group of like mask makers and sculptors.
Okay.
And like I had like 10 people reach back out to me, but this one guy he's like, hey, because my mask I have four different color ones. One's like gold blue, one's gray, and then one's like gray black, and then one's like blue red. But after he made them, I was like, I don't really like the blue red one. It didn't really go well. But when he made my fourth one, my gray black one with the black around the eyes, I was like, all right, that's it. That's sick.
This is the staple.
But yeah, like he made them, and like I took a chance because he sent me an invoice. Say, hey, it's gonna be $400, you know, to sculpt it, mask it, make it, and all that.
Yep.
Design. He was showing me the progress of him making it with the clay and then painting it.
Cool.
I was like, oh, this is sick, man.
Yep.
Like, he didn't rip me off. He ain't no scammer, you know. So that was risky, man. But if you can find people to help you out, that's the thing. You need a team of people around you. Some people want to think they can do it all by themselves. You can't.
You can't.
You gotta have someone helping you with emails, helping you get shows, helping you like book, and then you got someone like making a mask for me. And then my cloak, I bought it off of a company over in Hollywood, California. They make like different designs and stuff. But in the future, I definitely would like to make have like I want someone to like actually make me a cool cloak. You know,
there you go.
Concept, you know. And yeah, I got my own cool like shoes. I got like these spikes, these like
oh shit.
like I have like these cool spike shoes that are like and they got like, it looks like they have like a gold Versace on the tongue. Okay. It's not Versace, but it's like they look pretty cool. I had these two girls. They're like, oh my god! Like after I was done like playing and I got undressed, like, oh my god, where's your shoes at? Can we see them? And they took a picture of them. You know, like, oh my god, I might buy those shoes. You know,
there you go. It's all about the presentation.
Yeah, it's all that too, man. It really is. It's all about the like you're doing something that no one else is doing. You know?
Yeah,
it'd be cool.
Even if you have like a fog machine or something, or
yeah, and like my first band, we're known for our laser shows because my singer in that band, he before he was a singer and played in bands, he was a lights guy. Okay. So he has like these huge R2D2 lights that shine. Like our light show is pretty sick in that band, the Tool band, the Tool tribute band.
Oh man.
Yeah, we have a lot of lights that we put all around the stage. Man, that band, it takes us like. Man, we asked the venue like, hey, like, can we, show doesn't start till 9. We get there like 1 o'clock.
Oh snap! Yeah. Like 8 hours early to help set up.
We get there like, with the setup, everything. We got so much stuff on stage, man. We're a headache.
Yeah. It's like, oh boy, these guys again. They're gonna take all day.
Yeah, dude.
To put their stuff up.
Yeah, especially the drummer, man. He's got so much stuff, man. My rig is getting more and more bigger. I wish I could have less on stage because less is more, man. You know. But yeah, man, no, it's cool. Not everyone gets to go out and play shows, man. Yeah. Just like with you, like you're taking advantage of like doing open mic nights.
Yep.
Or just like trying to book yourself, you know.
Or even throwing our own shows because we recently had the backyard monster mash.
Yeah, I saw that video. Yeah. So that day I had a show that night in Chicago, so I was like, oh dude, I ain't gonna be able to make it, bro.
Yeah, there'll be other ones.
Yeah, that'd be sick, man. Yeah.
But yeah, even just throwing your own shows, getting your own little friends and organizing it, it's possible. Just rent out a venue or do it in your backyard, you know. Right. I've had friends, they just do it in their garage.
Yeah, garage. That's right. That's where garage bands were formed, bro.
Yep.
Back in the 80s, you know. So.
Yes. Yeah. Besides music and mask making, I'm wondering if you have any other creative endeavors that you like to do.
That's a tough one, man. Because like I dedicate a lot of my time to music. I mean, no. I don't know, man. I wasn't ready for that one, man.
you said, "Oh, that was a wrench."
Yeah, that was a wrench in my wheels, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like I like studying like philosophy and like I like the astronomy. So not trying to go back to music, but like I like making. Okay. This still kind of relates to music, but I'm gonna transition off of music.
Okay.
But I score films as well.
Oh, so score films, like making music for movies?
Yes. So scoring a film. So actually, there's another guy that so there's this one guy I make. He has 250,000 followers on Facebook. He's a gamer.
Ooh.
He makes a living as a gamer.
That's sick.
And I make music for when he's in his open lobby playing Warzone or whatever, Call of Duty Warzone. You'll hear my music playing in the lobby.
Oh,
when he's
that's
chilling
so
in the lobby.
cool.
Yeah, I've been making music for him for like a couple years now. Mm-hmm. And but this guy from Great Britain, I scored his last film 2 years ago. Now we're working on his new because it was a short horror film. Can I plug the name?
Yeah, go ahead.
It was called Lost in the Light. So it's a short horror film about this guy. He went on a campground with his buddies that he brought his sister with. Then his sister went missing. Pretty much. Mm-hmm. And what a score is. Scoring a film means you make music for the film. So you're the film composer.
Specifically.
Right? Specifically, yeah.
Yep.
So this goes like past like when you make songs, like you got time signatures, you're trying to play in this bar. When it comes to that, you're trying to manipulate the listener's ears. So you're trying to like create intense moments, and then you make intense music for it.
Yup.
Right. So that was cool. So that's my first time scoring a film, and I was nervous because I was like, how am I gonna? I had the film in front of me on my computer with no music.
Yeah,
it was boring as hell to watch back on a short film, a film at all with no music, and then you gotta create the music for it, and then you pretty much bring it to life,
Yeah, yep.
But now we're working on his new film. It's gonna be an hour and a half. So that first one, we all did it for free, all the actors. But now that he's got a big budget, he's got a bigger budget for this film, and now we're all gonna get paid pretty decently for this one. But this one's gonna be an hour and a half long.
Oh, snap!
Like, I gotta make music for an hour and a half.
Damn.
Not like the whole hour and a half, but like for certain sections, right? But yeah. So, and what's funny was this guy, he reached out to me through a Facebook group.
Whoa. Okay.
And I thought he was a spammer, but then I was like, wait a second. I looked at the message. I was like, oh, he's asking for someone to score his film. I was like, screw it, I'll text him back. And then there you go, man. Then now I'm scoring his films now.
That's a pretty cool accomplishment.
Yeah, dude. So I want to get into like gaming and like films, like making music for those.
Yeah, me too.
So that'd be, and everyone told me my score was great. So that helps my confidence.
Yeah, that's public on YouTube or something, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yep.
Nice. Yeah, I'm sure you said it, but what was it again?
It's called Lost in the Light.
Lost in the Light.
Yeah, Lost in the Light.
There you go. I'm sure I could put the description link in.
And I have the new film. The new film is he sent me the script. It's like 100 pages.
Oh dang.
Like damn, dude. Yeah. So like, man, like scoring films, man. Like it's cool to see. It's cool, like where, like whatever you're doing, like if I'm doing music, it's cool to see where it takes you in life. Like I said, I've traveled across the country just to go play shows. I've met certain people that I probably wouldn't have met, at certain places. Yeah, it's cool to see. It's cool what you can do with what you're doing. Like here's the thing: whatever you're doing in life, as long as you just keep putting more effort into it, and you beat the average person next to you, like you're gonna make it, dude. Like you just gotta keep anything you're doing, just stay consistent.
And I feel like nowadays in society, like how everything is just the bar's kind of low, so it doesn't take that much effort to like actually make something of yourself.
Yeah, that's another good point too, man, because like social media has diluted everything. It's diluted people's attention spans.
A lot of NPCs.
It's diluted people's like everything, dude. People are just always on their phone. They're always looking at the next thing, like they forgot what they did 5 seconds ago. More consuming than producing. Right, exactly. Yes. Yeah, right. So now like doing a podcast or doing anything like that, now the competition is just razor tight,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's see what else we have. So
what else we got, man?
Okay.
Oh yeah. I wanted to talk about going into the food, or do you have another topic before that?
No, what do you want to talk about?
So besides all the music stuff, right?
Yep.
I won't bore you guys forever. So I do the carnivore diet.
Okay.
So carnivore diet means you eat anything that comes from an animal. So you got any kind of meat, eggs, some dairy, like cheese, sour cream, some dairy, not all dairy, but anything that comes from an animal. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've been doing that for the last almost 2 years now. Mm-hmm. I lost like 85 pounds.
Okay.
Doing it.
Mm-hmm. You lost 85 pounds.
Yeah, I lost 85 pounds.
Oh wow.
That. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yep.
There you
I've
go.
been doing
Congratulations.
It since. Yeah, I've been doing it since, and I've stayed consistent. And like, something I really want to bring up is a lot of people when they do diets, some people yo-yo diet, right? They go up and down. Mm-hmm. But the reasons why they do that is because they go into a calorie deficit diet, where they drop they do something that the body's not supposed to do, is they drop their calories down low, and then the body's starving itself, Mm-hmm. Now your body's like, okay, I need to run back up to the surface to get more food, and then they start cheating and going back to being whatever diet they were doing. So that's one of the reasons. So you gotta find a sustainable diet if you're gonna. So I think, me personally, I think the carnivore diet is the best diet on earth. Mm-hmm. I think we're not meant to eat carbs because, and some people think I'm crazy for saying that. Oh, don't eat vegetables. From my research, and like I said, I'm only speaking from my research. Eating vegetables, plants have toxins, right? Mm-hmm. Because plants can't defend themselves. So what they have to do, they have toxins to stray away animals from eating it, right? Okay. So they have stuff like oxalates in it. There's a whole list. So you can, if you don't believe me, you can go on it's the World Health Organization. They have a list of toxins that are in plants, and it's not good. So we can adapt to eat plants, but you gotta really cook it down, mm-hmm. But then even doing that, it's like, if you gotta do that, then it's not good for you, Yeah, very true. And, I have no information anymore. I used to take turmeric for my information because I have rheumatoid arthritis, and now it's just gone. I don't need to take my turmeric anymore. Ever since you started doing the carnivore diet? Yeah. Oh wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just mainly just eat red meat. Mm-hmm. I don't really like chicken or white meat because there's really not much in it to me. Mm-hmm. But red meat, man. Yeah, a nice burger. When I eat a burger, I don't eat the buns. Yeah. Okay, well, so it's just the patty and just the patty. Yeah. I'll get these egg wraps from the store if I want to eat tacos or something. Okay, I see. But if I go to a restaurant, people it's so funny because every time I go eat out, the chef will come out and be like, "Is this really what you wanted?" he's like, "What, a burger?" And the waitress would be like, "I'm like, I want a steak." She's like, and I'm like, extra butter and salt. I'm like, no sides. She's like, no sides. Are you positive? I'm positive. I said no sides about 5 times. Doubling down. So every time I go out to eat, I always get questioned because it's not common for someone to not eat carbs. Like I said, I don't eat no potatoes, no buns, none of that, man. I've been doing it and I don't crave it anymore. I don't eat sugar. I don't crave that anymore either, man. Do you think there's any other benefits besides you losing the 85 pounds that you've noticed? The biggest thing was the inflammation. Inflammation, yeah. Yeah, not my knees and my wrists, they don't hurt anymore. I think the biggest thing though is longevity, because you can from this diet, from the research I've done, and you don't have to believe me, but this from what I've done, what I've read is, some people they get cancer from different kinds of foods that you can't get in red meat. You're not but also another thing as well is you don't need fiber on this diet. You don't need fiber. Technically, you don't need fiber. I know that sounds crazy, but the body doesn't need fiber. Yeah, so you can just thrive off fiber. You can just thrive off of fats and protein. Oh wow. Yeah. And how do you feel on a daily basis? I feel great. Yeah, dude. I feel the same every single day. Yeah, I feel. Another big benefit is after you eat you go like this Yeah, I'm full. Me, I feel the same way after I eat in before and after. I feel the same way. I ate and I'm good. I still I eat a big plate of some butter, some salt, some a steak, maybe another steak, and I'm good. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel full.
Yup.
Like, I feel full, but I don't feel like I don't need to sit on the couch and just lay back for an hour,
Yup, you're like,
so that's another big benefit too. So now I can eat and go get shit done,
Yeah.
So that's another benefit too, man. Is I personally think, like I said, I think it's the best diet to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when we were before we were recording, you said that you eat the same 5 things on a daily basis.
Man. So, like,
what are those things?
Like, I like to do I do like deviled eggs with some like raw cheese. That's a meal I'll do. Or I'll do like some ribs, some pork ribs, and some wings. I go to Costco. I like to get my meats from Costco.
Okay.
Ideally, it'd be best if I go to like a butcher or something,
Yeah.
But I like to go to Costco and get my meats, because it would be cheaper to go to a butcher. I've heard some other places that I might try to go see what their prices are, because meat is expensive.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
I feel like it's like if you want the best protein, the best quality meat, going to a butcher or just like at the Walmart deli or whatever, like them actually cutting it for you, that's the best way to do it, as opposed to buying it off the aisle shelf.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's less middlemen out there,
Yep.
Yeah, from like, it went straight from his hands to your hands.
Yeah.
And actually, another fun thing, I ate earlier this year, I ate some game meat.
Ooh.
So game meat is when you hunt it and you eat it.
That's like the rawest, most juiciest, authentic.
And I had some black bear meat and some venison meat.
Ooh,
venison sausage.
great.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was great, man.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I like the bear meat better than I like the venison sausage. Dude, it was great. Yeah. So I'm like, this is what we got. This is like going back to like you talking about like with nature and stuff. This is a proper human diet to me. Is the carnivore diet. This is what we were doing before. Think about like when our ancestors, they were in the ice age. There were no plants, so they ate meat.
Yeah, they
hunted the woolly mammoth, and they ate. This might sound crazy too. You could technically eat raw meat.
Yeah, I've seen people.
Yeah. I ain't there yet. I don't know if I'm sane, I guess. I want some flavor in my meat. I want at least, and like when I have seasons, I like to do like I do like the salt, this Redmond's real salt. I like to use real salt. I don't use any of that salt that has like dextrose in it. Like dextrose is like a simple sugar. I don't like any of that table sugar, and it comes with butter too, raw butter.
Oh.
Like I don't get any, like, if you're getting spray butter, man, you're fucking up.
Yeah.
You want raw. You want to make sure like raw cheese, raw butter, like real salt, like some like sea salts or something like that.
And you get all that at Costco?
No, some of it I have to buy on Amazon. Like the
wow.
Yeah. Some is like the salt, like the real salt I get. It's called Redmond's real salt. I buy it on Amazon, but yeah, it's only like $10. But the seasonings, yeah, I can get those at the local grocery store. The ones I like. It can be a very boring diet. But the thing is, when you're not eating all that sugar and all that those processed foods, like it's almost like your taste buds go back to normal.
Yeah, after being like numbed out.
Because like some people, sometimes you get fed up with drinking water, right?
Yeah.
I don't get fed up with drinking water. Like yeah. Like I'll say this though, the worst thing I'd probably do is I'll drink alcohol. I still drink, but like if I do, it's low carb stuff. It's like maybe like some seltzers or whiskey or something.
Yup.
I mean, I don't know if you're a drinker or not, but
nah, I'm more of a marijuana toker and a psychedelic. And
that's actually more healthier than doing this.
Yeah.
Actually, it was funny because I was talking to a guy last night. He was telling me how he's like, Isaac, you're the perfect candidate to do shrooms.
Why does he say that?
He said it's for you got. He said you gotta be like a smart, wise dude. If not, you're just gonna be like stupid on it. I guess. Because like you can solve some problems. He said, even my cousin and his wife, they said the same thing. They said that doing shrooms, like he said take like 4 or 5 hours, take a whole weekend or whole afternoon to yourself, and like you might be figuring some shit out. He said,
yeah,
I'm like, that's crazy, dude.
You've never experimented with shrooms?
I haven't.
Or anything?
No, the only thing I've ever done was smoke weed and drink. Yeah. I don't smoke weed anymore because I used to just get too paranoid. And then I just wanted to eat everything out of the fridge. But I mean, like I said, I'll drink, but That's probably the worst thing I do is drink that, because it's not healthy, you know.
Yeah, psychedelics, man.
No,
That could be a whole other hour just from my stories and experiences.
Oh, man,
But
yeah,
if I were to
man.
give you some basic advice, if you were ever anyone watching or you were to ever partake, just make sure you have a good mindset and you're in a good setting.
Okay.
So like, if you're like a level 1 psychedelic explorer, probably do it in your room. Yeah, don't do it at like the mall or like a club or anything like that.
Because like, don't you actually see stuff, right?
Yeah, so depending on the dosage, if you get higher in dosages, stuff will start to like be wavy, or you'll start to like see. I've heard stories. Some people like see entities or whatever. Like,
What was that one thing that Joe Rogan was talking about? He said that he was seeing like fucking grizzly bears with gold chains and shit.
Yeah, probably DMT.
Okay,
that's a form of psychedelic, but like that's like 10 times stronger than shrooms.
Joe Rogan's
and
show
acid.
is great. Like, he's
Yup,
great, bro. See, that's the thing. Like, what makes it, I think for him, what makes his podcast like what it is like he brings on a certain guest for a certain topic. You know.
Yup.
Like, if he brings on Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's got. Okay, they're talking about astronomy and science, and they probably get into like the psychedelics and stuff.
Yup.
Or he's got someone that like a boxer comes on, or an athlete, or so that's a cool concept. But he's like Joe Rogan's like the OG though when it comes to podcasts. He's been doing this since 2009, dude.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for a
He
while.
watched so we could run.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, see, he crawled before he ran.
For real, facts.
Yeah, dude.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up, but one of the last topics that I like to talk about
Okay.
before we end it is gratitude. So in your life, I'm just wondering, what are some things that you appreciate, that you're grateful for?
You know, so honestly, man, like, some things I think about is the people that were around me that helped me get to where I'm at right now, right? And when I mean that, I mean like anybody, from like the coworkers that motivate me to have good work ethic. When I got out of high school, a couple of those handful of people I can think of off the top of my head, there were great people that helped me out, that actually cared, that didn't just like, all right, just going to work to get a paycheck. They cared. Say, Isaac, no, you're gonna do this. You're gonna have this work ethic. Some people were really tough on me, which helped me out. And then some of the people that support me. Also, another thing too is kind of sad is my family never came to any of my shows. They haven't came to any of my shows yet, which is kind of
There you go.
hopefully you guys do in the future.
Yes,
But
please do.
But yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, it's nice to see people support you. Like, your friends, they come out and support you. All the musicians in my circle that help me out, you know, like especially my drummer from my first band, like he helps me book Pyramid Schemes shows, you know, because he's got a lot of connections. So I take advantage of like people that will help you out. They're willing to help you out with connections, man.
Yes.
And you spiral off their connections. But what I'm grateful, what I'm really grateful for is the people around me, you know, that have been, even the people that are gone, that didn't pass away. You just don't see them no more, right?
Yep.
Even the people I don't see anymore, I still appreciate them. I think about them from time to time, you know.
Yeah, because they ultimately helped even a little bit in creating your character,
Exactly,
who you are
dude.
today.
Yeah. Like the guy that made the mask for me, like we got a great bond now. He Snapchats me whenever he's making new masks and stuff. You know? So, and then like the things you do, now you create bonds with certain people. You know, people hit you up, hey, let's hang out. You know, but really, when it comes to like having friends too, though, like it's good just to have a couple friends. But then like you got other people that you have in this space and that space, and they see you as like acquaintances. And that's fine too, you know. But yeah, my big thing is I'm grateful for the people that were around me for the time being, or that still are, you know.
Yeah, very true.
Man, I'll end it at that.
Amen
man.
to that.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
everybody, this was Isaac, aka Pyramid Scheme, aka Apollo's teacher. And yeah, thank you for watching.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Guys.
Yes, any
Appreciate
closing
you guys.
remarks before we close off?
Just be consistent in anything that you want to achieve, man.
There you go. Put that into your book.
Till next time, guys.
Peace out, guys. Yes.